reading. Moonshot. What am I talking about, Christian?
There's no gravity.
Yes.
Yay.
So everything floats. You float. Everything floats. I think that would be fun for a while until I wanted to eat or wanted to sleep or I just wanted to not float and be still. Raise your hands, please. So yes, they are dealing with gravity in the, oh, and also something else big is happening. What is happening here? This is the Columbia, and this is the Eagle. Where is the Eagle going? Can't hold the book and point. Grayson. Yes, it looks like a big block of Swiss cheese. Oh, it's yummy. Swiss cheese is so good. It's definitely acquired taste. I see that you like it or you don't. Okay, it is time to star. On board Eagle, Aldrin calls out information while Armstrong steers the ship. They fly lower and lower, looking for their landing site. But now Eagle, they see, has flown too far. They are miles from where they mean to be. And below their small and spindly ship, they see no level place. Only broken stone and rock, only shadows and deep craters on the great and growing moon. Okay, so how do you think you'd feel if you are going down, down, down? You have floated off pace, off track, and you're approaching something that you have never even begun to see before. Something is going wrong. Do you think they're going to panic? Do you think they'll panic? Or are they going to be brave and courageous? Let's find out. And inside Eagle, alarms light up. Warnings that come in numbers and codes. Not even the astronauts know. Oh, gosh. But go, go, says Mission Control. Eagle, Houston, you're go for landing. Far from home and far from help, still steady, steady, the astronauts fly as time and fuel are running out. So not only do they not know where they're going, their landing has been messed up, their fuel is limited, their time is limited. So do they have a few little hurdles to get over? Yeah. They do. Then there, clean and flat, not too far, 60 seconds left. Wow. Armstrong fires the rockets. Eagle slows and lower goes. Eagle slows and lower goes until a spray of dust, a bloom of moon flowers up around them. So what does that tell you about the surface of the moon? If the rockets are, what do they mean by, I love the visual, the bloom of moon. Not only does it rhyme, but what does it mean? If you see, look at the picture, what is going on? The rocket's coming down. Do you think the rocket has a bit of force? So what happens when you have a bunch of air? Say you have a balloon and you let out the air, what happens in the sand below it? Does the sand just stay still, or does something happen to the sand from all of the air? Cole? Yes. So does that tell you that the moon's surface is rocky and hard, or is there some sediment or sand on it as well? What does that tell you if it blows and blooms? Jonathan? Yes. And far away, where friends and strangers lean to listen, where friends and strangers lean to listen, there comes a distant voice. Armstrong calling from the moon. Calm as a man who just parked a car. Houston, he says, Tranquility Base is here. The Eagle has landed. Armstrong is calm, but on Earth they cheer. Then Armstrong and Aldrin climbed down from the Eagle in heavy gloves, in large round helmets, in suits not made for Earth. What are they made for? Where are they? Tessa? Yes, more specifically, where did they just land on? Cole? The moon. Has anyone ever been on the moon?
No.
Has anyone ever stepped on the moon? No. So they have absolutely zero idea what to expect. In suits made for the moon, here below, all around them, cold and quiet, no air, but life. There is life on the strange and silent, magnificent moon. Armstrong and Aldrin walk its rough, wide spaces. They step, they hop. As light as boys, they loop, they leap. In the dust and stone beneath their feet, no seeds have ever grown. No roots have ever reached. Still, secrets wait there. The story of the moon. Where did it come from? How old is it? What is it made of? Not cheese. So what are they saying? No life, no air, but life. What life is there? What are they talking about? There is life. What do you see in this picture? Do you see much of life? But you do see life. What do you see? What life do you see? The rocks?
Nope.
The craters?
Nope.
Winsheen?
The people?
Yes. The astronauts. Who knows? We don't know. We can only assume that these are the first people to ever step, or living things to step on the moon. We don't know if Baby Yoda's been there or some other alien. We don't know that for 100% certainty. But there is now life on the moon. I like the comment, where did it come from? How old is it? Who made it? Who made the moon? Ella. Yes. We don't know how old it is, but we do know the creator. Yes. Yes. In the dust and stone beneath their feet, oh, I've already read that. It's not made from cheese. In the sky above their heads, the sun is strong and shining. This is daytime here on the moon. It doesn't look like a day back home without any air to scatter the light and make sky turn blue. The view from here is straight into space. The sky is a bottomless black. All right, let's read that again because it's very interesting. Why is there no light, friends? In the sky above their heads, so this is daytime on the moon. Do you see any light?
No.
Do you even see any stars? The sun is strong and shining. This is daytime here on the moon. It doesn't look like a day back home without any air to scatter the light and make sky turn blue. The view from here is straight into space, and the sky is a bottomless black. So why, well, you need to sit down. Oh, get your plate after we're done with this. So why is there no light? Why do we not see the blue sky? They just explained it. It's very interesting. What does the moon not have, friends? Luke. Right. But what is creating the void of light? The lack of what? Winsheen. No, the sun is out. What is it the lack of that we can't see the scattering of the light? The lack of what, Owen?
Air.
Yes. Isn't that interesting? There is no air in the moon, at the moon. So therefore, that creates the bottomless black. Crazy. Bottomless black without even stars to see, for the light is so bright, shining down from the sun, bouncing up off the moon, that the stars are outshone, and all of them stay hidden. So there's no sign of stars, because when the sun glares down on the moon, it's so intense that the light reflects off the moon and you can't see the stars. Does that mean the stars are not there?
No.
They're there, just can't see them. Do you think that'd be a little spooky?
Yes.
This is big void of blackness. No light, no stars, no anything. Just the astronauts with their ship on the moon. Pretty wild. A little different than Earth, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
But in that black and starless sky, look at, you can see their footprints on the moon. Isn't that crazy? So do you think the footprints are still there?
Yes. Yes. Who knows?
I don't know. It's an interesting thought.
Yes, it is.
It's a very interesting thought. Are the footprints from the astronauts still on the moon? High above there is the Earth. Rushing oceans, racing clouds, swaying fields and forests, family, friends, and strangers. Everyone you've ever known, everyone you might. The good and the lonely Earth glowing in the sky so they can see the Earth. Isn't it beautiful?
That'd be very interesting. Yeah.
Yes, it would be. And there they are down here. So there's the moon, and then there's the Earth. How do you think that would feel if you were these astronauts on the moon looking at your home far, far away? What kind of emotions do you think you would have, Ella? Yeah, I think I'd be very awestruck. I think I'd be awestruck by the whole thing. Grayson.
I would feel a little creeped out.
Because why would you be creeped out?
Because the only planet I've ever been on was Earth.
Right. And it's not like a little car ride to get back home, is it?
No.
No. So when you look at perspective of space, Earth is such a small, small little planet compared to a lot of the other planets on Earth, or in our solar system. Moon looks pretty big. All right, I'm going to read this one last page, and then now it's midnight in Houston at Mission Control, and that's how it feels to the astronauts too. What time is it here on the moon? That's a harder question. Yeah, how does time work in space?
I don't know.
Armstrong and Aldrin climb back into the Eagle. It's time to sleep, or at least to try. But it's cold here in Eagle, and it's crowded and loud, and now Eagle's air is full of dust of the moon. It was carried in on suits and boots, and now it gets in the astronauts' noses. It smells like damp ashes, like a fire put out. That's what it kind of looks like too, doesn't it? The moon, like ashes. The astronauts keep their helmets on to keep from breathing in dust. Armstrong climbs up on the engine, and Aldrin curls up on the floor. The Eagle was not built for comfort. It is not a good night's sleep. It is barely even rest. Still, the hours go by, and then restive or not, it is time to go. Eagle's landing stage becomes a launch pad. And 3, 2, 1. Armstrong and Aldrin fly the top of the Eagle up, up, up from the moon, their second liftoff of the trip. So where are they going? Back to where? Gabe. Where do they need to go back to before they can go back to Earth? Remember, there's 2. Grant. Yeah, it was not a space station. Remember, the small one is the Eagle. The Eagle has landed. Remember, this is the Columbia. The Columbia is where they took off from to land, and now they have to go back up to Columbia. So a lot of things could go wrong, couldn't they, friends, when you're on the moon? Are there any safety nets for these astronauts? There's no do-overs if it doesn't go right? If something goes very wrong, can they send the police or the fire department to come and help them?
That'd be weird.
Can they get help? Can they call 911? I need help. I'm on the moon. Can you please come and help me?
No.
No. Do you think, as an astronaut, you have to have a lot of training?
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of training. So hopefully all of their training will prepare them for any obstacle that occurs. Because they have no idea what could happen because they're the first ones to do it. Being the first is always difficult because you have nothing to study. So this is what I want you to do. We are going to now read Charlotte's